in terms of our life. We are called to be, to be able to lead ourselves. Many times we want to be a leader, but what kind of a leader that we want to become? Right? So today, we want to talk about happiness. Somebody say this, I don't know whether you agree or not. Happiness is kind of happening, something that happened to you. Can be individual, can be in a group. Later we'll talk about what are the things that really make you happy. All right. All always want to be happy. In fact, we greet one another. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, good morning, and somebody even say that, say happy morning. Quite interesting, right? We want to be happy. We don't want to frown or having a bad day. Nobody planned to have a bad day. I try myself. I try to tell myself, every morning when I wake up, I want to tell myself, I want to do something that make me happy. Or what are the things that I like to do? I like to do. See? So those things that I like to do, and especially when I'm able to achieve, I will feel happy. Somebody, Alan Cohen, say this, be happy with what you have, be excited about what you want. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. I'm happy what I have. I'm in one sense contented. One sense, I thank God if you are a certain believer or Christian. But I want to move. I want to do more. I want to move to another level, and that makes me excited because I know that I can achieve, be more productive, achieving certain goals. Probably sometimes I set goals every day. Every day I set goals. It can be small goals, it can be big goals. Maybe goals like today I want to call how many people. I want to call that brother. I want to call that sister and ask them, hey, how are you keeping up? Just a courtesy call, maybe. Small goals. It doesn't really matter, but that excites us. All right. Okay. I want to show you one video. Yeah. All of us want to be happy, right? Even this boy, no job, be happy. The key drop, be happy. Okay. The question we want to ask this morning is that what is important to you? Sounds good? What is important to you? Or maybe we pause for a while. I hope that if you can try to get something so you can write down, we're going to pause for a moment. Just pause for a moment. Or if you don't have a pen or a paper, whatever, just pause and sit down for a while and think just for a moment. All right. If you can write down, one sentence or just one word or something, what makes you happy? Can you do that? Just pause for a moment. Pause for a moment and say, what makes you happy? Have you ever thought of that? What makes you happy? Now, if you have written down or you have thought for a moment, And probably that could be your core value, what makes you happy. Somebody may say, what makes me happy? Oh, when I have a lot of money, example, right? A lot of money. Nothing wrong with that. Now that becomes your core value. You could be a businessman. That one of the goals that you have is to make more money. Nothing wrong. And that becomes your core value. And probably every morning when you wake up, if you're a businessman, every morning you wake up and then maybe you tell yourself your objective is to make how many calls, to meet how many people, and to sell how many products and to get how many revenue, and all those things. And that become your core value in your life. Now, what is core value? Core value is a principle or a belief that you and I, we view as a central importance in our life. Central importance. Somebody will say, I was just asking somebody, a young people, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? I even add, if you were to have some amount of money in your hand, what are you going to do with it? I want to go for holiday. I want to travel for months, by myself, take a backpack and travel. That makes them happy. That's great. And that becomes their core value that is important to them. Then I stir them a bit and I ask further, why do you want to travel? Then they stretch, why do I want to travel? I want to learn things. I want to see new things. Maybe, they were just kidding, maybe I want to learn new language. Hey, that's interesting. So it become a core value, something that is so important to them. They become to have what we call as being curious of the different culture, different language, different food. Not everybody can take all kinds of food, right? I don't have a good stomach. I'm not. I'm quite particular. Like I would have a little bit, not bad, a little bit of a stomach upset if I take food that is uh, not so regular or alien to me. I need to be very, very careful. What is your core value? So if I ask you again, another question, just pause for a moment. What are the 5 most important things in your life? Write it down. I put down some example. Important to me is my relationship with God, my family. If I can, I use the word be a blessing to someone, make a difference in somebody else's life. I like to do that. I like to be healthy. I think all of us, we want to be healthy, right? That's why we choose, we are a little bit selective about food, because there's certain food that we cannot take because that would upset our health system. Cholesterol increase, the blood pressure increase. We have to watch our sugar, like sugar intake, carbohydrates. We take care. I remember when I was younger, I don't bother about this. Oh, whatever comes, just eat. Some people even say, eat whatever you want. Eat whatever you want. You live once. Then I thought about it, and I say, actually, we don't exactly live once. We die once, but we live every day. It's different. We die once, but we live every day. And I want to be productive in my work, and I try my best to share to you something that I learned very precious to me. And I hope that it can help you. So core values, these are our values. Some of you, your value can be commitment, consistency, reliability, honesty, dependability. These are very, very maybe important to you. Something that can strike a thought in our mind. Oh yeah. And that becomes our core value. And we live our life that way. So just remember these 2 questions. If you can, write it down. What makes you happy? And what is important? in your life. How do you go about being happy? How? Number one, take note when you are happy. What makes you happy? Sometimes we have forgotten, sometimes we take for granted, maybe. We don't realize that we were happy. Maybe you watch movie, uh, good movie that makes you happy. Take note. Hey, number one, I like to watch movies. Number two, I like that kind of movies, maybe. Or, I went for snacks and that particular food made me happy. Take note. Remember them. Remember that. You went out with a group of friends. Hey, these are group of friends I like to go, or there are some friends, well, I cannot contribute much to this group. Maybe you will see them less. But they may be people that you really enjoy being with. Take note. Take note of what makes you happy. We can also recollect our childhood happy moments. I don't know about you. I do remember some of the moments I had, when I was young. Some good memories, some bad memories, maybe. Especially when we were disciplined by our parents, right? Oh, we don't want to remember that, But there are some nice, good memories when we were younger, like having an ice cream all by myself. Wow. or the bottle last time no can, a bottle of Coca-Cola. Oh, excellent. That makes me happy. Come to my dad and then dad, we're having lunch. Dad, we're having lunch now. Can I have a bottle of Coca-Cola? Sure, son, you can have it. Wow. That makes me happy. So I recollect, wow, those moments I had with my parents, my sisters, my friends, those happy moments, recollect them. And you will realize that many times we are affected by who we were when we were young, or from our surrounding, right? Apologize for the word, from our we are affected by who we were when we were young and from our current situation. We are affected. Some of you having family, some of you starting to work, some of you are establishing a career, a business, for example. It's your current situation, and that, in one sense, form you. Maybe tomorrow we ask one question, what wakes you up in the morning? Maybe we try that. Then you would realize that you are actually affected by your current situation. Current situation. What makes you happy, friend? What makes you happy? Why don't you do those things that make you happy? We're going to end here very soon. Again, if you can, write down. You have the phone, smartphone, write down things on your pencil, paper. Write down things that make you happy. I will give you some suggestion of things that can make you happy. Number one, probably bake a cake. My daughter, start to bake cake, and not a lot, or occasional, but something to attempt. Something that want to attempt. Why don't we try this? Why don't we try that? You can try bake cake. Some of you, please understand, baking is not only a job of women. I'm be a bit gender bias here. Please forgive me. All right, I don't mean that. A lot of things that I'm giving you are both gender, male, female. We can try. We can try. All right. So try new food you haven't tried before. Try it. At the end, salty, too sweet. Okay, at least I try. Second round, second time you try it. Hey, now tastes better. Then you become happy. Okay. Have a hobby. Fishing. Now, of course, you cannot. I don't know what you like to do. Of course, now people are more focused on the social media. Nothing wrong with it. You know, if you can be a bit more proactive, probably think something outside of this social media thing. Social media. There are still a lot of hobbies that um, we can learn or pick up. Collections. I like to collect mugs. Not every day, but quite interests me, you know, to see beautiful mug. There are times that when I go to malls, you know, I see souvenir shops, you know, I will always, not always buying, right? But I will stop and I look at those mugs. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Especially some mugs that make you, you know, some mugs that have a positive words. The first one when I enter, you know, there's a smiling face. This mug say smile, so I smile. And some mugs say happy birthday, beautiful. So maybe you want to do some collection. I used to have a friend. He collects soap, you know, soap, hotel, you know. That's what he likes. Interesting, huh? Shopping. Does that make you happy? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Many of us, including me, we go for window shopping, for example. There are times that, you know, I'm a bit tired. Yeah, I will go to uh, shopping mall, window shopping. I don't buy anything. Probably halfway, I would stop by for a cup of coffee or get a pastry, you know, a piece of cake, you know, just to be happy. Dress up, dress up. You feel good, right? Yeah. Or try something new, something that will amaze others, not amaze you. Magic. One time I was with a kid, you know, look at me, you know, I do a simple trick, you know, with children, you know, wow, go yeah. Mandarin they call it, you know, 你骗人的, you know, you're like, you know, of course we cheat, you know, it's a trick, you see. That do something that will amaze people, sing song. I know of a friend that he likes to do origami. That's good, you know, amazing. You know, some people attempt like a balloon structure. You know, they do amaze people. So when people are happy, when people smile, when you give them a balloon, when you give them a origami, they look at you. You know. Anyway, all these things may not cost a lot of money, but it makes people happy. When people are happy, you are happy, right? Exercise. Exercise. Off and on, I receive texts from my friends and say that, hey, how are you keeping up? You know, so okay, what are you doing? So I ask them, you know, oh, now they are on this exercise. I have friends that they run on the spot, 1,000 steps. Wow, that is fantastic, you know. So then I ask them, why do you exercise? You know, oh, that makes me feel good. I'm happy. Okay. Laughter. Laughter. Joyful heart. I don't think I have to say much, right? To know that that makes us happy. Develop a sense of humor. Some people like jokes, so develop a sense of humor. You know, give a light joke, not about people, but general, right? I don't know. I used to rush out from my shower, quickly go in and come out. You know, but some people enjoy shower time, and some people even have what we call as a bathtub. You know, they just relax. Relax. And sometimes they put some scented foam. Relax. That makes them happy. Nothing wrong. Sleeping mode. If you can change your sleeping mode, sleeping is important. Sleeping well is more important. You wake up fresh. You wake up eager to move on because you feel fresh. You feel energized because of the sleeping position, sleeping good. The air conditioning temperature just nice. Your attire just nice. The room condition just nice. So when you wake up, you feel fresh. You feel powerful, right? Therefore, you're happy. Do some giveaways. I hear, there are some people appreciate some of these, those front liners, especially in this moment of lockdown. So when he goes out, he still have to go to his office probably once a week or twice a week just to wrap up things and settle things, and then he will go home. But when he goes out, he look at these front liners people like policemen, police officer. He gave them, he thanked them verbally, thank you. And sometimes he give them bottled drinks, bottled water as a gift. Well, he likes that. That makes him happy. So you can have that. And sometimes I carry, candy. Of course, some parents may be a bit skeptical, but I carry some candies. And if I see children around, I'll give them one candy, sweet. All right. Or we learn something new. Paintings, sign language, braille. Pick up, like I say, pick up a hobby. Do something new. Some people, they join some groups like Toastmasters, BNI. And there's so many in town. Do something that make you happy. We must break that routine. Sometimes routine can really wear us down. We get tired at times with routines. But I want to tell you is that we can break those routine by developing something that make us happy. There are hundreds of things that you can do. I'm just giving you a simple example of what you can do to make yourself happy. All right? Well, there's one Bible verse, Philippians chapter 4, verse 4 to 6. It says that rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. But the word I like to highlight to you is the word called rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. So, last word I want to tell you, rejoice. Be happy. Okay. And I believe if you do that, you will be able to be more focused, and not only be more focused, you will find your life more productive in whatever you want to do. Tomorrow, we even have a more interesting topic. I call it believe. Believe. Believe what? Believe. You will be surprised that this belief is related to what we call as a core value, something that you believe, and this is what you are going to move forward. You are going to move forward with what you believe. I see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good day, and may God bless you.